Welcome to the Instagram stories for Wednesday, December 14th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Today we have some Instagram news to talk about and some TikTok news as well. One of the TikTok pieces is an especially helpful feature that I think you're going to like. Let's get into the Instagram news first. They've announced on a blog post at about.facebook.com new sharing features comprised of notes, group profiles, and candid stories. All of these are things we've talked about previously on this show, so none of this is really a shock, but it's nice to see Instagram being forthright with exactly what they're rolling out and when. They start by explaining that they are beginning to roll out notes, which are short posts of up to 60 characters using just text and emojis. I have described these previously as very similar to AOL or AIM instant messenger away statuses. Even though I've been describing it like an AOL away message, it's not exactly the same because you have to select who you want to see that note. To leave a note, you go to the top of your inbox, select either the followers that you follow back or the people on your close friends list. Those will be the people you select who see this message, and then your note will appear at the top of their inbox for 24 hours. Replies to notes will arrive as DMs in your inbox. Instagram shares that during testing, they learned that people like having a lightweight, easy way to share what's on their mind and start conversations. They suggest that it's a good way to ask for recommendations or share what you're up to in a casual and spontaneous way. I'm very much looking forward to trying this feature. The next two features that we're going to talk about are stories related. The first one is Add Yours. Add Yours has been a sticker for a while. I have to say it is a great way to encourage posting on Instagram from your friends and other people who you interact with because it feels like you're contributing to a group effort, which I really like. They're adding an update to Add Yours where you can invite friends to participate by tapping Pass It On when you see a prompt that reminds you of that specific friend. Looking forward to seeing how that works out. They also announced Candid Stories, which is exactly the same as Be Real. If you're not familiar with the Be Real app, it's a great concept. Everybody gets the notification at the same exact time, and you have to post within 2 minutes, and it takes a picture using the front-facing camera and the rear-facing camera. You can get a daily notification reminder from Instagram as part of this Candid Stories, which you can always turn off, and you can capture a candid from the Stories camera, the multi-author story at the top of feed, or from that notification. Looking forward to seeing how people use this creatively if they've never used Be Real before. And the last two features in this blog post that Instagram announced are group profiles, which is where you can create a profile to share with friends. And when you share content to a group profile, that will only be seen by the group members instead of your followers. I love this idea for parties and events. If everyone is going to be at a specific place, you're going to an event of some kind. If there was a group profile that everyone could join for that event, then everyone could share that content. It would be private, and people who weren't at the event wouldn't feel like they were left out. Looking forward to using that. And then the last one is collaborative collections. If you save an item in your Instagram, you might be able to create a collection, but you want other people to share it. Well, collaborative collections will let you do that. You can start or add to a collaborative collection by saving a post directly from the feed or sharing a post to a friend via DM and then saving it there. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about a couple TikTok features.
The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
And we're back. Let's get into a couple of new TikTok features very quickly. First, have you ever been scrolling in TikTok and then maybe you go back to watch a video that you've already watched, but you end up refreshing the feed and then you can never find that clip again? Well, actually, I have been able to find that clip because if you search in TikTok, you can search for clips you've watched in the last 7 days. So if you remember what the clip is about, you can find it again. Anyway, getting past that, TikTok is working on an option that would enable you to undo your feed refresh if you made a mistake. Sounds simple, but if people don't know how to search for videos they watched in the last 7 days, this would be a solution. Also, In a new way that I think is very unique, TikTok is working on something called posted drafts, which automatically creates a copy of your most recently posted video and stores it in the drafts folder in the app. Okay, now you're wondering, why would you ever want that? Have you ever posted something and then as soon as you post it, you realize you made a mistake in the video? Maybe you typed some text on the video and it's wrong. Maybe you cut in the wrong place, or you ended the song in the wrong, whatever it is. If it's in your drafts folder, you can quickly edit that part and repost it. I love this idea. Posted drafts will be available for 3 days after posting. So if there are any changes you need to make, you can always update, republish, and just move on with your life. Absolutely love this. That's going to do it for today's show. Hopefully you liked me throwing in a little TikTok news there to keep it lively and interesting and fun. Thanks for listening, and be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks at Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.